What's up, everyone? My name's Alan Thrall, and for those of you who don't know, I own a gym in Sacramento, California called Untamed Strength. I opened up Untamed Strength a few years ago, and I started from complete scratch. I had no gym equipment, no personal training experience, no business experience, and I'd never worked in a gym before. So needless to say, I struggled quite a bit. I made a lot of mistakes, but with that, I learned a lot. And as my gym and my YouTube channel grow in popularity, I've met a handful of people, and I've got all kinds of emails from individuals who also want to open their own gym. And these people tell me why they want to open their own gym. And the most common reason that I see of why people want to open their own gym is, in my opinion, one of, if not the worst reason to open your own gym. Now, before I get to the reason, I want to say this video might seem a bit negative, pessimistic. That's not my intention at all. I think your attitude and your outlook on situations are very important. I don't want you to think that I have any regrets or any animosity towards anyone or anything. I love my life. I love owning a gym. I love what this adventure has done for me so far. But I'm just sharing with you some hard truths so that maybe you can reflect on these things if you decide to open your own gym. So anyways, what is the reason? What is the worst reason, in my opinion, to open your own gym? Here it is. I want to open my own gym because I just love lifting. I love being in the gym. Just because you love lifting, you love being in the gym, or you're passionate about fitness, does not mean you're special. You're not unique. There are millions of people who love lifting, who love being in the gym. There are millions of people who love riding their bikes, millions of people who love jogging. That does not mean you need to make a career out of it. Just because you like watching football doesn't mean that you should be a football coach or a team manager. Just because you like cooking does not mean you should open your own restaurant. You might enjoy cooking for yourself, your spouse, your friends, your family, but do you want to cook for 500 people a day? Do you want to be stuck in the kitchen for 14, 15, 16 hours a day? Do you want to deal with pissed off customers, managing staff? You want to deal with county, city rules, laws, regulations, inspections? Do you want to always be on a timeline and a deadline to get that ticket time faster, faster, faster? Do you want to worry about paying rent every month, bills, overhead, stressing about being in debt? Do you want to deal with the leak in the roof or the broken stovetop? Do you catch my drift? Owning a gym is way more than just loving lifting, being passionate about fitness. And whenever I talk to these people that say they want to open their own gym because they just love lifting, I ask them a question that usually stumps them. They don't know how to answer it. And here's the question. Are you willing to put your training on the back burner? No, better yet, are you willing to completely get rid of your training? Flush it down the toilet, throw it in the trash. If that's what it takes to make your gym succeed, and a lot of these people will look at me with a bewildered look and wonder, why would I have to give up my training if I owned my own gym? And that is the response, the reaction, and the thought process of an inexperienced and naive new gym owner. Opening your own gym is not about you. It's not about freeing up your time so that you have more of it to devote to training. Owning your own gym is about helping others. It's about creating an atmosphere for other people to use, for other people to enjoy. Because those people that you're helping are going to help you in the form of membership. You need the gym in order to continue operating the gym. Now realize that the things that I'm talking about in this video apply to those of you who are doing just that. You need the gym, you need membership payments in order to keep the gym running. I'm not talking to those of you who are millionaires, who don't have to worry too much about memberships. I'm not talking about those of you with a good secondary income to where you don't have to stress about making rent every month. I'm talking to those of you who take every dollar you earn and put it right back into the gym. Now, anyways, back to what I was saying about the gym not being about your training, but about being other people. Let's take, for example, a bodybuilder. The three things that matter most to a bodybuilder, a competitive bodybuilder: training, eating, and sleeping. If those three needs are met, this bodybuilder is happy and content. Now, the logical thing to do as this bodybuilder would be to get a relatively low stress 9-to-5 job that pays the bills, pays for their groceries, pays for their rent so they have a place to sleep at night, pays their gym membership. They are creating a lifestyle that allows them to do the things that they love. Now, a huge mistake, huge mistake that this bodybuilder can make would be to open his own gym, because he thinks, oh, how great would that be? I could devote even more time to training. You are dead wrong if that's what you think. Not only is owning your own gym or business very stressful and time consuming, but this bodybuilder would have to realize that bodybuilding, training, eating, and sleeping are no longer his number one priority. Running the gym, expanding the gym, getting members into the gym is now his number one priority. Everything else is secondary and it takes a back seat. Now, it was very difficult for me to understand this when I first opened up Untamed Strength. I was very attached to my training and the numbers and getting better. And when I opened up Untamed Strength, my training took a huge hit. My lifts all went down. I wasn't able to focus on the 405 pounds that was on my back because my mind was racing a million miles an hour thinking about how I'm gonna pay rent. What's the next step? Where do I go from here? This is pretty pathetic. Nobody's in the gym. How am I gonna get members? I didn't care so much about the 405, how many reps I could do with it. My training suffered. I didn't get to sleep as much. I didn't get to eat nearly as much. I didn't get to eat what I wanted. And at first, again, it was very difficult for me to lighten up on the reins and take a step back and realize that, hey, Alan, maybe training and setting PRs is not your number one priority right now. The gym is. So I had to accept the fact that this was going to be a chapter in my life, probably a very long chapter, where I wasn't going to be setting PRs. I wasn't going to be competing, and even if I did compete, probably not very competitively. My number one priority in life was running the gym. Now, I'm not telling you that you need to get a job doing something you hate just to continue doing your passion, or that you can't make a career out of your passion. That's not what I'm saying at all. If you want to open your own baseball training facility, you should probably be passionate about baseball. You should know a thing or two about baseball. If you want to start your own business selling makeup, you should be a consumer and you should be passionate about makeup. The point that I'm trying to make is, just because you love eating apple pie does not mean that you should open your own business selling apple pies because you think, oh, how great would that be? I could eat apple pie all day. I would suggest purchasing and reading a book called The E-Myth that goes into detail about the things I'm talking about, and it actually uses that example that I'm very loosely using about apple pie. So check that out if you plan on opening your own gym or your own business. Now, moving on, you have to realize why it is you love lifting or you love being in the gym. For most people, the gym is an escape. You get to escape from maybe the kids at home or all the chores, the chaos at home. You get to escape from work, your coworkers, your boss. You get to have some fun. Put some headphones in and block out the world around you. Write your own program. Get better. The gym for most people is a lot like meditation or someone who might like to put their headphones in and go on a long run. Just block out all of life's problems. It's like a runner going and running into nature, a trail run. It's very relaxing. It's an escape. It's me time. I get to work on me. I get to write my own program, have some fun, push myself, and do whatever I want to do. As a gym owner, the gym is no longer just a place that you lift. It is your workplace. It's your office. It's your living room, your dining room, your kitchen, your lounge, your bedroom, your changing room. And spending 18 hours a day in the gym tends to wear on you a bit. After seeing countless sets and reps of deadlifts and squats, helping this person with their squat, helping this person with their bench, helping this person with their overhead, hearing barbell after barbell being dropped on the ground, writing pages and pages and pages of programming on notebook after notebook. It tends to suck the enthusiasm out of you just a little bit, and by the time it's your turn to train, that enthusiasm kind of dissolved away. And you want nothing more than to get the hell out of the gym. There is no balance. You're so consumed with the gym that it becomes work. Now, this is not the situation that I'm currently in, so don't feel sorry for me, but it was definitely my situation when I first started out. And it took me a long time to understand this. Thankfully, I have worked hard enough that I've given myself a little bit of wiggle room and I've given myself a little bit of freedom so that I can better manage these things. But I really dug myself into a hole and ran myself into a wall, learning and understanding these things the hard way. Something else that I hear these potential business owners or gym owners wanting to open their own gym, and it makes me cringe when I hear it, but they say, hey, you know, I'm just tired of the 9 to 5. I get what you're saying. You're tired of spending 8 hours a day working in a job that you don't like. But if you think for a second that owning your own business or your own gym means that you get to write your own hours, you get to take vacation, whatever, you are dead wrong. They say that business owners don't work 9 to 5s, they work 5 to 9s. There are plenty of nights where I don't get nearly as much sleep as I would like to because I got to be at the gym late. I got to be back up the next morning really early. I might have clients stacked up back to back to back, and I don't get to eat as much as I would like during the day. There are plenty of days where I have 45 minutes to train, and it's a long ass workout. So I will do my best to get it done. Owning your own gym does not mean you're creating a lifestyle that centers around your training. Now, lastly, someone might ask, okay, Alan, then why did you open up your own gym? And that's a great question. For me, opening up my own gym was not just a matter of, man, I love lifting weights, I should open my own gym. For me, it was an adventure that I wanted to be on. I wanted to take head on. It was a test. It was a challenge. I wanted to see if I could do it. I wanted to see if I could make my own money, if I could get really, really uncomfortable and come out on top on the other side. I wanted to know if I had what it takes. And at the time I made this decision, I was in the military, and I've said in a previous video that while I was in the military, I was told what to do, where to be, how to act, blah, blah, blah. I was micromanaged, and it drove me crazy. I had to listen to and take orders from people that I had no respect for. I was not judged by the man that I was or what I was capable of. I was judged by the rank on my collar. And I had to listen to people and respect people that I thought were worthless, that were shitbags. But they had been in the Marine Corps a year longer than I have. They had more rank, so I had to listen to them. It was an extremely frustrating way of life. I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted to grow a beard, grow a ponytail. I didn't want a boss. I wanted to do whatever the hell I wanted to do. I wanted to be in charge of my successes, my failures, and I wanted to learn some valuable life experience. I was sick and tired of hearing people say, when you get out, you know, you should do this, you should do that, don't do this and don't do that. I wanted to figure out for myself, and I could be the judge of whether or not I should or shouldn't do something, or I should or shouldn't have done something. I wanted to gain some valuable life experience. I wanted to throw myself in the fire and see if I could hang. When I'm 60 years old, and my grandkids say, Alan, what were you doing in your 20s and 30s? I don't really know. Hey, Grandpa, what did you learn? Well, I didn't learn a whole lot, but I'll tell you what I should have done. I could not stand the thought of being in a job that was safe, that was the safe idea, wondering every single day, I wonder what would happen if I opened up that gym. I wonder where I would be now if I had taken the step and had enough courage to actually do this. And the reason I opened my own gym was obviously because I was passionate about strength training. And that's where my, I guess, expertise was. I knew how to get stronger, and I wanted to help other people get stronger. It was way more than just enjoying lifting weights. This adventure could have been in the form of whatever. It could have been me opening my own food truck business. It just so happens that my passion, my expertise was in working out and training. That's why I decided to open my own gym. It wasn't so that I could just train. It wasn't because I was sick and tired of the commercial gym atmosphere and I wanted to create my own atmosphere. It was because I wanted to take this adventure. Now, in closing, something that I cannot stand, and I cringe every time someone asks me, is, hey Alan, I'm thinking about opening my own gym. Is it worth it? Don't ask me, don't ask anyone else if something is worth it. You should know in your gut whether or not it's worth it. I didn't ask anyone, and I didn't even like talking about it to anyone else. I knew that it would be worth it. I knew that I wanted to do it. When you make a decision to do something, you have to be all in. You cannot say, I want to do it if it's worth it. I want to do it if I don't lose money. I want to do it if it's easy. I want to do it if it works out. You want to do it, and that's that. If you're going to make it happen, you have got to make it happen regardless of what it takes. When I started this adventure, and when I decided to open up my own gym, someone could have come to me, a psychic could have come to me and said, hey Alan, this little journey you're about to go on, it's gonna be really fucking tough. You're gonna lose every penny you have. Literally your bank account's gonna say zero. You're gonna be way in debt. People are going to challenge what you're doing and ask you, why the hell are you doing this? And you're gonna have to explain yourself, or you're just gonna have to ignore them. It's gonna be a lot of hard work. You're gonna make a lot of mistakes. You're gonna scrape your knees up. You're gonna bloody your nose. You're gonna fail a whole bunch. And it's gonna be really hard. You're gonna have a lot of doubts, and you're gonna ask yourself every day, what the hell did I get myself into? Why am I doing this? What for? But there's about a 1% chance that you might make it work. Deal, I'm doing it, I don't care. I wanna figure it out. I don't wanna hear what everyone else has to say about whether or not I should do this, or whether or not it's worth it. I knew it was worth it. I was willing to do whatever it would take to make it happen. And if that meant sacrificing my money, my free time, might take sacrificing relationships, you're sacrificing your training, I was willing to sacrifice all of that to make the gym succeed. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. I have a lot more that I could say, but I'm about to get out of my truck. And I'll save it for future videos. If you like this video, give it a like, give it a share, comment down in the comment section if you have any more questions or any more experience that you'd like me to share about owning your own gym. Until next time, tread on time.